Hello guys, hello everyone. Hope everyone is doing very well. This is English version of a short story, as you can read in the title. So actually, like many people, they want to know how is the life in quarantine and how was your journey, how was your travel during this pandemic, right? So. Uh, I was telling everyone, like my friends and relatives, like everyone individually. So I thought like better to make a video so everyone can watch it, right? So let me tell you my current status. Right now I'm in a four-star hotel in Bangkok. Right now I'm in quarantine, and I have to be in this room for 10 days, right? So uh, let me start before traveling to Thailand these days. First of all, I would recommend like don't travel until and unless you have any emergency or you have any important work. So until and unless, don't travel, right? So okay, first of all, like what kind of documentation do you need, right? So let's say if you are traveling to Thailand, right, these days, the most important thing that you need, it is a certificate of entry, COE, right? These days, which is a major requirement. And how to get that? For COE, you need actually a couple of documents, you need insurance about 100,000 US dollars, and a part of that you need ASQ booking, the quarantine booking, once you are in Bangkok, in which hotel you are going to stay. Actually in Bangkok, the government of Thailand, they have allotted a couple of almost 100 hotels, in which hotel you want to stay. Like it is differentiated by the budget, right? According to your budget you can just select, right? So you need ASQ booking, you need the insurance. The another thing that you would be needing, that I told you, COE. And the most important thing, it is what I can say, the COVID test, right? Let's say if you are leaving one day, you need a COVID test before 72 hours of your arrival. Let's say you are arriving in Bangkok, you must have still some time, right? So these are all the things, all the documents you need to prepare. And secondly, like you need to install a Thailand Plus app in your smartphone. And a part of that, they have a T8 form, that is a health declaration form, right? So these are all the documents that you need to prepare, right? So if you have any question, you can ask me further. So okay, now let's start the journey, right? So actually, from Karachi airport, right, the Jinnah International Airport, Pakistan, yeah, you need a negative PCR. Thank you, Sanigil, that I told, like you need a COVID negative report. If you are positive, like for sure you cannot travel anywhere. Okay, so like my flight was on 12:15 in the afternoon, right? So before, like when I arrived at the Jinnah International Airport, I was with my family. So actually these days it's everything is in lockdown, and at the airport they are not allowing the visitors, even like it's your family. So like we requested a lot, and I told them like I'm living in foreign and this is my family, like we are only 4 people, so please allow us. So we requested them, and after like a lot of requests, they said okay, but you have very short time. So okay, like my family came in, and so at the entrance of the airport, they were asking the first thing, like after the boarding, after your ticket, they are asking like, do you have a COVID RT-PCR negative report? This is the most important thing, right? So okay, so I had that, I just showed them, right? So this was and once I got in, they just took like the temperature check. We had a temperature check, right? So then, like in Pakistan airport, there are many checkpoints, and at every checkpoint they are checking your COE, certificate of entry in Thailand. They are checking your insurance, they are checking your COVID report, like each and every document that Thailand requires. At every counter, the Pakistani, you can say the immigration, the checkpoints, they are checking all of your documents. So but don't worry, the process is very smooth. The staff, the airport staff and officers were very cooperative, either in Pakistan, in Dubai, in Thailand, everywhere. So okay, I missed one thing. These days there is no any direct flight. If you are coming to Thailand, you need to come by transit via Qatar or Dubai. So I came in Emirates. I had a transit from Dubai. So uh, so after like okay, at the time of the boarding, like I was thinking like whether they would allow me a boarding pass or not, because just a day before there was news in Thailand that India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, Thailand government has banned all the all the international arrivals from these three countries. So actually, this rule, like I was thinking like whether they would allow me or not. But okay, when I went for the boarding, they said like yes, but there is no any confirmation from the government. It's just a news. So okay, so finally like at the boarding, they checked each and every document, and after that they said like you need a copy of the whole set that you are carrying, like each and every document. So again, I went to the photocopier and I just made a Xerox of all documents, including my residential visa, right? I'm living in Thailand, so I have a residential visa. So like including each and everything, they just did a copy, and it was almost around, like you can say, I was at the check-in counter. Even I did the online check-in, but it's still just for getting boarding pass, I have to be there for almost, you can say, 45 minutes, because she was checking each and everything. The lady who was giving the boarding pass. Okay, so second step was the immigration. They asked, before they never asked for the work permit, but this time they asked for my work permit. Okay, you are working in Thailand, do you have any work permit, do you have any proof? I said, yeah, I have residential visa and I have this work permit. They say, oh, okay, so you may go. So this was all the process, and this is all about like leaving from Jinnah International Airport, Karachi. So the flight was on time. I arrived in Dubai. So actually before, I had a transit of only 3 hours in Dubai, but due to this pandemic they canceled many of the flights. So Emirates, they automatically changed my flight to the next day. I left on 26 and I arrived on 26 April at Dubai International Airport, Terminal 3. So they said like you have a transit of 13 hours. I said, what should I do there? Then like I don't have any room, I don't have any lounge. They said like, okay, it's our mistake. They just admitted, the Emirates staff, and they said like, okay, we are giving you a VIP lounge. So they just allotted me a VIP lounge, and they're like complimentary food, snacks, and like the bed and each and everything. I was comfortable there. So after a long stay of 14 hours, finally it was time to move. It was time to leave for Bangkok. So I arrived in Bangkok. It was around 12 in the noon on 27th April. Actually, I left from Pakistan 26 12 o'clock, and I arrived in Bangkok 26 12 o'clock. But there is a difference in Thailand and Pakistan time. That is 2 hours. Thailand is ahead 2 hours. So in Thailand airport, what I felt like, they are very cooperative, and you can say like they just took the extra care of everyone. Everyone whoever was traveling, they just did that. They just took an extra care, you can say, like like when I arrived. But in Thailand you have to go through 9 checkpoints these days. If you are arriving, you need to go through 9 checkpoints. So like before, when we just got out from the airplane, there were like doctors. They were asking like, do you have any cough? They just took our temperature. Next, when we went there, there were like immigration officers. They just took all our documents. They checked everything. Whatever is missing, they just did by themselves. So and then again, like after that, you need to go through for the double check. And after that, there was another department that was for like the quarantine department, right? So actually these days for India, Pakistan, it's a quarantine. For India, they are actually not allowing the passengers from India to come these days. But as I was coming from Pakistan, right? So, and I had my COE, the certificate of entry, issued before, you can say, last week, right? So they said like, okay, you have residency here, you have work permit here, and your COE got issued like 2 weeks ago, right? So we are giving you 10 days quarantine, but actually these days for India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, they are making 14 days quarantine. So you can say in this thing, like I was lucky, so I just got my 10 days. So like they were very cooperative, they were very, like you can say, caring. I just say salute the immigration, the airport, and you can say the officers of Thailand airport and Bangkok. They were very cooperative. You can say like they are just handling you like a baby. This is what I felt. So actually like they just took care of everything, even our luggage. They said like we will handle, you just go. So even like I had a hand carry, so like they just took an extra care. So at the immigration and at the quarantine, I just got my 10 days stamp that I need to be in room for 10 days, right? So so I need to be in the room for 10 days. Okay, so what happened next? What happened next, like when I just cleared everything, I just took my baggage and I just got out. So the quarantine, the hotel I booked, that is the one I'm staying here. It's a 4-star hotel, right? Which is located in Nonthaburi, like not so far from Bangkok. So what they did, they said like they were staying there. They said like, okay, what is your hotel? I said, this is the hotel, right? So they just checked each and every document, and the when was there. So they just took me finally in this hotel. So it's my 3rd day in quarantine. It's my 3rd day now. I'm doing very well. I don't have any symptoms. I don't have what I think. I don't have like a COVID or something like that. Actually, like my aircon, like it was very cold, so I just made it, you can say I just made it increase to the temperature. So like now I'm feeling a bit hot, so like I will just do it later. So everything was very smooth. Even it was like the Karachi airport, it was at the Dubai airport, or even like it's Bangkok airport, everything was very smooth. And even in the quarantine, like the hotel in quarantine, they were like very cooperative. They have a chat, you can say the line chat. You can ask them anything you want, right? They are like very supportive in each and everything. So like even for my food, they just asked me like, what kind of food do you want to have? Like, would you like to have like, would you like to have Indian or Thai or continental, like whatever, right? So like they are very cooperative. So now let me show you this shot of my room. This is the room I'm staying. It's a 3.5-star hotel with the balcony, right? So this is the room where I'm staying now, and I have to be here for you can say 10 days, and it's my 3rd day now, and like everything is fine and I'm doing very well. And especially the staff, the hotel staff is very cooperative. Like whatever thing I need, I just need to make a call, and they are just you can say they are just putting in the front of my door, right? So like no one is allowed to come inside my room, and even I'm also not allowed to go outside. So what's happening, like if they are delivering me like the breakfast, lunch or dinner, there is a small table outside of my room. So they are just putting like my lunch, breakfast or dinner, everything on the table. So I just need to open, like you can say 1/4 of the door, and I'm just grabbing my, you can say, the food, and I'm just getting. So right now it had been like 3 days, and still I have to be here for 7 days. And the most important thing, for corona test, I had one test in Pakistan on you can say 24th April. So they said like there is a time of 7 days for the next test. So they said like they are going to do my test again on the 5th day. So like it's 3rd day now, right? It's Thursday. So they are going to do my COVID test on Saturday again. So I hope like it will be negative again, because I don't feel any symptoms. I don't feel like I have cold, fever, cough. Like I'm doing very well, and I hope so it will be negative. So everyone, like it was just a short story, the traveling during pandemic from Pakistan to Thailand, right? So if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments, right? So I'll keep you updated, and I'll just post another video after getting my first COVID test. Okay, first COVID test in my quarantine. So it's my third day. So most probably I'll be posting another video like on Saturday or Sunday, right? So okay everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you.